The price of a confession. The story of Miranda versus Arizona. The case seemed like an absolute lock. In 1963, the evidence against Ernesto Miranda appeared insurmountable. A victim had identified him, and after a high-pressure interrogation, he had signed a full written confession. At the time, it looked like a straightforward victory for law enforcement. A dangerous man caught and a case closed. However, that guaranteed conviction was built on a shaky constitutional foundation. While Miranda had admitted to his crimes, he had done so without ever being told he had a choice. He wasn't informed of his right to remain silent, and he wasn't told he could have a lawyer present. This oversight sparked a legal firestorm that would eventually reach the highest court in the land. By 1966, the Supreme Court took up the case of Miranda versus Arizona, grouping it with three other similar appeals: Vignera versus New York, Westover versus United States, and California versus Stewart. In every one of these instances, the central question was the same. Does the Constitution require police to tell suspects their rights before questioning them? The court, led by the reform-minded Chief Justice Earl Warren, delivered a ruling that would change American policing forever. In a razor-thin 5-4 decision, the majority declared that a confession is only valid if the person giving it understands their protections. Warren argued that for the Fifth Amendment's protection against self-incrimination to mean anything, a suspect must be clearly told they have the right to stay silent, that their words can be used against them, and that they have the right to an attorney, even if they cannot afford one. But this wasn't a unanimous victory for civil liberties. The dissenting justices issued a haunting warning about the practical costs of this new rule. Justice Harlan, in a stinging critique, feared that these strict procedural requirements would handcuff the justice system. He argued that the court's decision would inevitably return violent criminals to the streets on mere technicalities, allowing them to repeat their crimes at will. Despite that intense friction, the ruling stood. What began as a disputed interrogation in an Arizona police station evolved into the most famous set of sentences in the American legal system. Today, the Miranda warning serves as a constant, verbal shield, a reminder that in a free society, the power of the state must always be balanced by the rights of the individual.